Life presents us with countless opportunities to shape our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. The philosophy of Stoicism offers timeless wisdom for navigating these choices with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Today, let's explore 10 practical Stoic choices you may improve your life and strengthen your character. Number 1. Choose to focus on what you can control. What you can control is one of the most liberating and empowering practices in life. It's easy to fall into the trap of worrying about things that lie outside your influence, from the opinions of others to the outcome of global events. These concerns often drain your energy, leaving you feeling powerless and overwhelmed. However, by shifting your attention to the aspects within your control, you reclaim your agency and begin to cultivate peace. For instance, consider your daily interactions with others. You cannot control how someone perceives or receives to you, but you can control your tone, words, and intentions. Choosing to focus on kindness and authenticity, regardless of the reaction you receive, allows you to maintain your integrity and remain true to your values. Similarly, when faced with challenges at work, you might feel frustrated by factors such as tight deadlines or difficult colleagues. While these external pressures are beyond your control, you can focus on your work ethic, organization, and approach to problem solving. By doing so, you transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. Another area where this principle is particularly powerful is in managing your emotions. Life inevitably presents difficulties, but you can choose how you respond to them. Instead of allowing anger, fear, or frustration to dictate your actions, you can take a step back, breathe, and approach the situation with a clear mind. This focus not only reduces stress, but also enhances your ability to make thoughtful decisions. The wisdom of focusing on what you control extends to your long-term goals as well. Many people become paralyzed by fear of failure or uncertainty about the future, but these fears often stem from trying to control the uncontrollable. By narrowing your focus to the actions you can today, whether it's learning a new skill, improving your health, or nurturing your relationships, you create momentum and build confidence in your ability to shape your life. The Stoics frequently reminded themselves principle. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom remained today as it was centuries ago. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainties, sometimes focusing on what you can control keeps you grounded. It allows you to navigate life's complexities with resilience and purpose, reminding you that while you may not control the winds, you can adjust your sails to steer the course of your life. Number 2. Choose gratitude. Gratitude is a profound choice that can transform your entire perspective on life, shifting your focus from what you lack to you have, and fostering a deep sense of contentment and joy. It's easy to become consumed by daily frustrations or to fixate on unmet desires, but gratitude reminds us of the abundance that already exists in our lives. Imagine starting your day by acknowledging the significant gifts around you. The warmth of your bed, the nourishment of your morning meal, or the support of loved ones. These small acts of recognition create a ripple effect, setting a positive tone for your day and your resilience against challenges. Gratitude also helps to counteract negativity and stress. When faced with a setback, such as losing an opportunity or encountering a difficult situation, focusing on what remains positive can shift your outlook. For instance, losing a job might initially feel overwhelming, but reflecting on the skills you've developed, the support system you have, or the opportunities yet to come can provide hope and motivation. Similarly, in relationships, gratitude fosters connection and understanding. Instead of dwelling on your partner's flaws, choosing to appreciate their efforts, kindness, or shared memories strengthens the bond between you. Gratitude also extends beyond personal interactions, influences how you view the world. When you take time to appreciate nature, the beauty of a sunset, the sound of birdsong, or the feeling of fresh air on your skin, you cultivate a sense of awe and interconnectedness. Practicing gratitude is not about ignoring difficulty or pretending that life is perfect. It is about acknowledging the good amidst the challenges. This practice can be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to seek out positivity, amplifies your overall sense of well-being. Gratitude also fosters humility and generosity. When you recognize the contributions of others to your life, whether it's a mentor's guidance, a friend's support, or the labor of those who grow your food or build a home, you develop a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of life and feel inspired to give back. This creates a cycle of kindness and reciprocity, enriching both your life and the lives of others. Choosing gratitude also aligns with the focusing on what you can control. While you cannot always control external events, you can control your attitude toward them. By practicing gratitude, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from resentment to appreciation. It empowers you to find meaning in adversity and is the lessons and growth that arise from challenges. In a world that often emphasizes what is missing or what needs improvement, gratitude is a radical act of acceptance and celebration. It anchors you in the present moment and reminds that joy is not found in accumulating more, but in appreciating what you already have. Ultimately, gratitude is a choice, a daily decision to focusing and to approach each moment with a sense of wonder and appreciation. By embracing this mindset, you cultivate a life greater fulfillment, connection, and peace. Number 3, choose to pause before reacting. Choosing to pause before reacting is one of the most powerful habits you can cultivate for navigating life with clarity, control, and purpose. In moments of conflict, stress, or surprise, our initial reactions often come from a place of emotion rather than reason, leading to misunderstandings, regrets, and do not align with our true intentions. By pausing, even for a few seconds, you create a space to reflect, recalibrate, and respond in a way that holds your values and fosters better outcomes. Imagine a scenario where someone criticizes you harshly in a meeting. Your instinct might be to defend yourself aggressively or to withdraw in silence. However, by pausing, you can take a deep breath and assess the situation objectively, considering whether the criticism holds merit or whether it's simply a reflection of the other person's stress or perspective. This moment of stillness allows you to choose a response that is thoughtful, constructive, and reflective of your character. Pausing also empowers you to interrupt cycles of reactivity in your relationships. For example, during an argument with a loved one, an impulsive comment made in anger can escalate or cause unnecessary hurt. By taking a moment to breathe, step back, and consider your words, you shift from reacting emotionally to intentionally, preserving trust and connection. This practice is not about suppressing your emotions, but about giving yourself the time and space to process them in a healthy and productive way. The benefits of pausing extend beyond inters to how you handle challenges and setbacks. When faced with unexpected obstacles, such as a missed opportunity or an unforeseen problem, the temptation to react impulsively, whether by blaming others, panicking, or giving up, can cloud your judgment and make decisions. Pausing allows you to evaluate your options, seek clarity, and respond with resilience and adaptability. For instance, if you receive a critical email at work, your immediate response might be defensive or emotional. However, stepping away from the situation for a few moments to craft a measured and professional reply that addresses the issue without escalating tensions. This principle also applies to self-criticism. When you make a mistake, the instinct to berate yourself can be overwhelming, but by pausing, you can replace self-judgment with self-compassion, recognizing the opportunity to learn and grow. Pausing before reacting is a skill that can be through mindfulness and intentional practice. Techniques such as deep breathing, counting to 10, or briefly stepping away from the triggering situation help you regain composure and perspective. Over time, these practices become second nature, enabling you to approach even the most stressful situations with calm and confidence. Pausing also aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control. While you cannot dictate how others behave or how situations unfold, you have complete control over your response. This realization is liberating, reminding you that true power lies not in trivial events, but in mastering your inner world. The habit of pausing before reacting transforms your approach to life, fostering greater emotional intelligence. Number 4. Choose to practice negative practicing. Negative visualization is one of the most counterintuitive yet profoundly effective Stoic exercises, allowing you to mentally prepare for life's inevitable challenges while fostering a deep sense of gratitude and resilience. At its core, negative visualization involves deliberately meaning worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on fear or invite misfortune, but to diminish the power of uncertainty to yourself to face adversity with clarity and calm. For example, consider imagining the loss of a cherished relationship or even your health. While the exercise may seem uncomfortable, it sharpens your awareness of the impermanence of the things and heightens your appreciation for them in the present moment. Reflecting on losing what you hold dear doesn't make you pessimistic. Rather, it teaches you to cherish those things more fully while preparing your mind to endure their absence if and when the time comes. The power of this practice lies in its ability to reframe your perspective. Suppose you're worried about failing at a new project or endeavor. Visualizing the failure in vivid detail, the conversations you might have, and the potential consequences can help you recognize that even in the worst-case scenario life goes on. You might realize that failure is not as catastrophic it seems, that you have the resources to recover, and that the experience would teach valuable lessons. This clarity allows you to approach your goal with less fear and more focus, as the imagined failure no longer looms as an undefined and paralyzing threat. Negative visualization also strengthens emotional resilience by allowing you to confront difficult emotions in a controlled environment. When you picture yourself navigating such a financial loss or a health challenge, you mentally rehearse your response, equipping yourself to act with composure and resourcefulness if the situation arises. It's akin to a mental fire drill. By visualizing the steps you would take during a crisis, you become less reactive and more prepared to handle it effectively. Furthermore, negative visualization can diffuse about the unknown. Uncertainty often magnifies our fears, making challenges appear larger and more insurmountable than they are. By imagining specific scenarios and outcomes, you transform vague fears into tangible possibilities can be examined and addressed. For instance, if you're nervous about giving a presentation, visualizing yourself stumbling over words or facing an engaged audience, you to identify strategies to mitigate these risks, such as thorough preparation or practicing recovery techniques. The act of rehearsing these scenarios gives you a sense of control, even over uncertain circumstances. Beyond its practical benefits, negative visualization cultivates a profound sense of gratitude by illuminating the blessings in your life that often go unnoticed. When you imagine losing something as basic as your ability to walk or the presence of a loved one, you become acutely aware of how precious these aspects of life are. This heightened appreciation can transform mundane opportunities for gratitude and joy. For instance, the next time you enjoy a walk in the park, you might savor the experience more deeply, reckoning it as a privilege rather than taking it for granted. Practicing negative visualization also ensures the Stoic emphasis on focusing on what you can control. While you cannot prevent every hardship or that misfortune will never strike, you can prepare your mind to face it with strength and dignity. By regularly engaging in this exercise, you develop the ability to remain calm under pressure, make thoughtful decisions, and find meaning even in difficult times. Over time, this mindset becomes a source of inner peace, as you realize that you are equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. Negative visualization is not about expecting the worst, but about fortifying yourself for life's inevitable uncertainties while deepening your appreciation for its beauty and fragility. It is a practice that empowers you to live more intuitively with a greater sense of gratitude, resilience, and perspective. Number 5. Choose voluntary discomfort. It is a transformative practice that builds resilience, strengthens character, and deepens your appreciation for the comforts and privileges you often take for granted. At its core, this Stoic exercise involves intentionally your comfort zone and exposing yourself to manageable hardships, not for the sake of suffering, but to cultivate inner strength and prepare for life's inevitable challenges. When you willingly embrace discomfort, whether by fasting, engaging in physically demanding activity from luxuries, you train your mind and body to endure difficulty with grace and composure. For example, fasting for a day allows you to experience hunger without fear, teaching that your body is more adaptable and resilient than you might believe. The next time you face an unexpected delay to a meal or a scarcity of options, you will be less likely to feel overwhelmed or irritable. Having already practiced managing such situationally, cold exposure, such as taking cold showers or plunging into icy water, is a simple yet powerful way to confront discomfort. The initial shock of cold water forces you to focus, breathe deeply, and calm your mind despite the physical stress. Over time, this practice not only increases your physical tolerance, but also enhances your mental resilience, equipping you to remain calm and composed under pressure in other areas of life. Voluntary discomfort also serves as a reminder of the abundance in your life. When you forgo conveniences or luxuries, such as taking a break from technology, sleeping on the floor, or walking instead of driving, you gain a renewed appreciation for these privileges when they are reintroduced. For instance, after spending a night camping without modern amenities, you may return to your home with a heightened sense of gratitude for a warm bed and running water. This practice shifts your focus from what you already have, fostering a mindset of abundance and contentment. Embracing discomfort also breaks the cycle of dependence on external comforts and teaches you to find strength and satisfaction within yourself. In a world that often equates happiness with ease and convenience, voluntary discomfort challenges this notion and reveals the deeper fulfillment that comes from growth, discipline, and self-mastery. It reminds you that true happiness is not found in avoiding hardship but in overcoming it. For example, pushing yourself to complete a difficult workout like a challenging project requires effort and persistence. But the sense of accomplishment and growth you gain far outweighs the temporary discomfort. This practice aligns with the Stoic principle of preparing for adversity by rehearsing it in small, controlled ways. When you voluntarily experience discomfort, you reduce the fear and uncertainty surrounding hardships, making you more prepared to face them if they arise unexpectedly. For instance, practicing financial restraint by living frugally for a week helps you develop the skills and confidence to manage resources wisely during times of economic difficulty. Voluntary discomfort is not about punishing yourself or rejecting life's pleasures, but about intentionally choosing challenges that enhance your resilience and perspective. By stepping out of your comfort zone regularly, you develop your capacity for endurance, adapt to change more easily, and deepen your appreciation for life's simpler time. This practice becomes a source of empowerment, reminding you that you are capable of facing uncertainties with courage, strength, and gratitude. Number 6, choose to let go of outcomes. Choosing to let go of outcomes is a liberating practice that enables you to focus fully on your efforts and intentions without being consumed by the need for specific results. In a world that often measures success by entanglements and external validation, the Stoic principle of detachment from outcomes is a refreshing perspective, reminding you that your true power lies in your actions, not in their results. By letting go of the need to control every aspect of how events unfold, you free yourself from unnecessary stress, anxiety, and disappointment. Imagine you've prepared thoroughly for a job interview. You've researched the company, rehearsed your answers, and presented yourself professionally. Despite your best efforts, the decision ultimately rests with the hiring team, an external factor beyond your control. By choosing to let go of the outcome, You shift your focus to what truly matters, the pride in knowing you gave your best, and the lessons learned from the experience. This mindset doesn't diminish your ambition, it simply allows you to remain centered and resilient, regardless of the result. Letting go of outcomes also fosters greater creativity and presence in your pursuits. When you're fixated on achieving a specific goal, you may find yourself constrained by fear of failure or the pressure to meet expectations. By releasing attachment to the result, you open yourself to new possibilities, experiment without fear, and engage more fully in the process itself. For instance, an artist who paints for the joy of creating rather than the desire to sell their work is likely to produce more authentic and inspired pieces. Similarly, in personal relationships, detachment from outcomes allows you to love and support others without placing undue pressure on how they should respond. Instead of trying to control someone else's decisions, you focus on showing up authentically and acting in alignment with your values. This approach fosters healthier, more genuine actions free from the resentment or disappointment that often arises from unmet expectations. The practice of letting go of outcomes also helps you navigate setbacks and failures with greater grace. Life is unpredictable, and even the most carefully laid plans can go awry. When you measure your worth solely by outcomes, every setback can feel like a personal failure. However, by focusing on the effort you put forth and the growth gained along the way, you build resilience and maintain your sense of purpose, regardless of the result. For example, a student who pours hours into study for an exam might not achieve the grade they hoped for, but the knowledge and discipline they've developed remain valuable assets. Detaching from outcomes aligns with the Stoic focusing on what you can control. As Epictetus taught, some things are up to us, and some things are not. By concentrating on your actions, decisions, and attitude, you reclaim your power and free yourself from the emotional turbulence of chasing external validation. This shift in perspective also fosters a sense of inner peace. As you learn to accept life's uncertainties without resistance, practicing detachment from outcomes requires mindfulness and intentionality. Begin by identifying areas in your life where you feel overly attached to specific results, whether it's career success, personal achievements, or approval from others. Reflect on how this attachment affects your emotions and behavior, and remind yourself that the outcome is only one aspect of the journey. Cultivating this mindset doesn't mean giving up your goals or becoming indifferent. Rather, it means pursuing them with dedication that the ultimate result is beyond your control. Letting go of outcomes empowers you to find fulfillment in the process, knowing that your effort and integrity are what truly matter. By embracing this practice, you unlock a sense of freedom, resilience, and clarity that allows you to approach life's challenges and opportunities with courage and grace.